Welcome to Rebel Life Boxing, where I talk boxing and anything in between. Make sure to catch new videos daily at 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. Also catch an early bird video weekdays at 6 a.m. Support the channel, and thanks for watching. So Blair the Flair Cobbs gets knocked out for the first time, first loss. Gets knocked out in the ninth round. Let's talk about it real quick, man. My thoughts on this fight. Man, initially, man, I had Blair Cobbs winning by decision against Alexis Rocha. I seen some fights about from Alexis Rocha. I wasn't really aware of this kid before this, but I watched some footage on him. He kind of put me in the mind of a Mikey Garcia, almost like a Mikey style slash Virgil Ortiz, is kind of like, like a blend of them two dudes. He had some good power. I said this in my prediction, but I just thought Blair Cobbs was gonna, outbox him to the win. I didn't see Blair knocking him out, which obviously he didn't. Oh man, Blair Cobbs, bro. See, here's the thing. He came out with Rey Mysterio, and when you seen, a lot of people seen that, it was like, okay, he's not taking this shit serious, man. I think Blair Cobbs, man, he's a comical dude, man. He's a comical guy, real comical. He kind of, his mannerisms and stuff, like, you can't take him serious, but you had to take him serious to the point of him being a real boxer. So you had to take him serious at least a little bit. But then when his antics he's almost like a kid trapped in an adult body almost, man. I was thinking that about Blair Cobbs. But then the sad thing about all of this is he lost severely in bad fashion when he was talking all this mess to all these other fighters, which we needed that. Boxing needed that, that pizzazz, that somebody spicy, bringing some real words and talk to the sport. But at the same time, when you're talking crap to your opponent, you gotta show and prove in that ring. You gotta back that up. And Blair Cobbs could not back it up. From the beginning of the fight, he was on his bike, man. He was on his bike. He's a good mover. He got good foot movement, and I'm not sure if I really want to call that foot movement though, man, because he was like kind of like on his bicycle, like, like, okay, I'm not, I don't want to get hit by this motherfucker. In the beginning, you did see Blair Cobbs kind of plant his feet a little bit. He had move around, plant his feet, and try to bang it out in the inside with him. And I guess what happened is he started getting hit by them lefts. He was like, okay, this dude got some serious power. I got to get on my bicycle. And you didn't see him do that as much anymore. He started moving around and jerking all over the ring. And he'd come in and plant his feet a little bit and pop, and then just move. And then his defense is terrible. He has terrible defense, Blair Cobbs, man. His chin is always up. He just don't have real good defense. He just doesn't. But this Alexis Rocha, he's basic as hell too, but he's strong, very strong. He came not to play games with Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobbs came to play around with him, man. He wasn't really there to really put some pain in, man. And he got knocked down in the 8th with like a uppercut, man. I think it was a right. Alexis Rocha caught him with this right, because Blair he like doing all this dipping down, and he followed him and timed his head, bro, and rocked him, knocked him out, knocked him down. He got up. Blair seemed like he still had his faculties though. He seemed a little out of it, but he was still there. Then next round, I think it was the next. We got knocked out in the 9th, right? It was the 9th round. He was getting clipped more and more. He was getting clipped more and more. and Alexis Rocha, he was cutting off the ring on him, and it wasn't that many places for Blair Cobbs to go, and then he just started hitting him with these flurries, man. Caught him with something crazy, and had him bouncing all over the fucking place, man. And it was hilarious watching his hair, and he was getting punched so hard, man. Alexis was hitting him with some shit. You seen Blair's hair moving all around. He's in there looking like Lenny Kravitz and shit, man. And fucking sweat popping off his hair. It was crazy. But what I will say about Blair Cobbs is he never quit. He stuck it out to the end. And then when the ref finally waved off the fight, my man Blair Cobbs was so fucking disoriented. He was in there he was punching the ref, giving the ref some light body shots. He thought he was fighting. He thought the ref was Alexis Rocha, dude. That's how hard he was getting hit. And Blair Cobbs, man, he got a chin. You can say he has a chin, bro. Can't call him chinny. He just got that first knockdown. He just got caught with some shit he ain't see. That could have happened to anybody. But he was getting hit earlier in that fight and flushed too. He wasn't shaky, nothing. He was still in it. I think he got buzzed one time. I seen him semi-buzzed earlier in the fight. But it was nothing like where you seen him like he just was out of the fight. You know, no. It just happened. The knife was just it for him, you know what I mean? And he stopped throwing a lot of punches. And when I seen that, I'm like, yeah, it's the beginning of the end. So he lost in devastating fashion, and all the boxers that he talked shit about and some other people, they was relentless on him, bro. Calling them stuff from Blair Rich Project. I seen that. Blair Underwood. I was over on my man Boxing Jim's channel. Dudes were saying they gonna call him Blair Phoenix Cobbs because he gonna try to rise from the ashes. I called him Blair from Facts of Life. You know, it was crazy, man. It was hilarious, but then kind of shameful to watch because Blair Cobbs at this stage in his career, he can't really afford to lose these kind of fights because he already don't get a lot of shots. He don't get a lot of. He's not getting like he's not as active as he should be. And now seeing this, he's 33 years old. Where does he go from here? I don't know, because a lot of people are not going to take him serious no more because of his choice of words outside the ring. And then when he get in the ring, he looks like that, and he seemed very underskilled, man. I thought that Blair was a better fighter than that, and the thing is, when these dudes fight a lot of these these dudes fight a lot of lower competition. That is when you start to see like they shine doing all of that, but then when they step up a little bit, even a notch up, you start seeing a totally different fighter, and I think that's what happened with Blair, man. I think that fight last night put him in a journeyman status, I think, man. So you can pretty much say Blair Cobb's career is probably gonna hit a fucking a standstill, man. I don't think he really gonna go as far. I don't think he has no route that's gonna lead him to go any further than he already is. That's just my opinion on that. But shout out to Blair Cobbs. He fought, didn't quit, never gave up, stuck it out, fought to the end. That's a fighter's pedigree, man. So you can always say that he's gonna fight. Okay. Alexis Rocha, his eye was a little jammed up on the right. I did see Blair catching him with some good shots. He was catching him with some shots early on in the fight. I think he was frustrating Alexis Rocha a little bit, but once Alexis started closing that gap, man, and hitting him to the body and really putting some more pressure on him, I think Blair Cobbs couldn't handle it, man. He wasn't giving Blair no room to work. He was smothering him, and he was all in his face until he got knocked out, and let this be a lesson to Blair. Please, bro, if you're not really with that, stop talking so much crap. But he gonna keep doing it if he continues to fight. He didn't take his L like a sore loser. Got to give him some kind of credit for that. But it's one thing to talk crap and back it up. It's another to talk crap and then you get laid out. But nobody never said Alexis Rocha was gonna be easy work. And nobody ever said that. We knew the dude was a tough cookie. So you also at the same time gotta look at it like Blair fought a tough dude. Sometimes you're not gonna always get the wins. I know he early in his career. I think now he's 16 fights in, but he's 33, man. He's in his prime. He don't have much left, in boxing. So I'm not really sure exactly where Blair Cobbs goes from here. He may just be a gatekeeper, man, or a journeyman gatekeeper at this point. But we'll see. But I'm off this. Let me know what you thought about this fight. Like, subscribe, comment. It's Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one, and I'm out.